hope you're doing really well. It's Tuesday and it is after 3:30. This is the first time today that I feel like I am catching my breath and sitting down for a moment. I've just reheated a second cup of coffee and I'm trying to regroup to figure out what I can actually do for work today because the day has completely gotten away from me. I managed to drop off shipping today, which was a big thing on my to-do list, but I went over to my parents' house to help them out with something and I was there a lot longer than I thought I would be. And by the time I got home, made myself some lunch, I sat with Glenn for a bit and we chatted, and before you know it, the whole day is almost gone. I feel like I should be wrapping up for the day, but I'm going to attempt a little bit of work. I don't think I'll get too much done today, but I have this pile of garden party bags that are just, they're glaring at me from over there. And I think I'm going to grab about 10 or 12 of them and just sit at the ironing board and press. I can put something on my iPad and at least I'll have a small stack done for today. And I just got a replacement iron. This is my favorite iron for all of my ironing, but especially when I am pressing bags or even just sewing in general or doing any kind of patchwork or quilting. It is from Rowenta, and I've had to replace my iron probably 4 or 5 times in the last, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 years. I use it a lot. And the one that I have right now, it's still working, but the water tank is leaking. So every time I lift it or move it a certain way, I get this massive puddle of water, and I keep a towel nearby, but it's just become so annoying that I thought it was finally time to replace that one. I've had that one for 2 years, so it lasted me a long time. And I think this one is identical to my old one. I just look for a Rowenta iron that is the same wattage. And I believe this one is 1700 watts. Still in the bag. I'm going to unpack it, try it out. 1725 watts. I guess this is the model number here. DW52 Focus. I really like it. I feel like it gets super hot. The steam is excellent. I love the steam function on Rowenta irons. So that's my little iron recommendation because it's one of the few things that I am super, super specific about. I have tried other irons. Nothing matches my Rowenta iron. So I think I'm going to do that. I don't think I'll get that much else done today. And I also don't think today is going to be a very exciting day for this vlog, but I feel like that's just normal. I'm sure I will have a couple of days like this during Vlogust because sometimes life just gets in the way. I do have something I could share because yesterday at the end of my workday, I decided to set up a new pencil pouch, and it's kind of a big one. It was a lot of fun organizing my supplies and gathering some of the more recent supplies that I have purchased that I'm obsessed with. I'm using them nonstop in my journals and planners. And so I set up this Delfonics pouch. This is in the medium size. It is a very spacious pouch. You can even put a journal in there. Certain sizes, like a traveler's notebook, would fit in here nicely. And I already have a railroad stripe Delfonics pouch, which I love. It's a little bit more floppy. I'm obsessed with it. And I was going to refill that one when I remembered that I had this one in my little pile of stationery that I got, I can't even remember when. It has new tags on it now, but it's the Delfonics pouch. It's the utility bag in the medium size. I don't remember what color this was. I know it's some kind of a blue or deep blue or I don't know, but it's so pretty. So I started to set up some of my favorite supplies in here. Maybe I'll give you a little sneak peek and share what I put in it so far. I'm really excited about it. I feel like I wanted to just condense a few things for the month of August, and I've been taking my Hobonichi outside with me or in the dining room or just here and there, even in my bedroom. And it's nice to just grab one pouch with pretty much everything I could possibly need. So I've got like a glue stick in here, some little scissors just in case. I throw in a couple of washi tapes, pens, markers, a little ruler. So I'll share how I've packed it up a little bit later, but it's such a good size because you can fit so much in it. And I feel like it's a good one to keep at home and just move around. I don't think I would necessarily take this one on the go with me because it's quite big, but if I was traveling, this would be a great one. You can even put your portable printer in one of these pockets. I've even got like my little watercolor palette. I forget what this is called. Art toolkit. It's like credit card size, and you get it with the pans. You can fill it with whatever watercolors you have. So it's really nice to kind of have everything at hand. I'm trying to simplify a lot, and I'm trying to make things less complicated so that when I want to do something creative, it's just more accessible. It's not a big ordeal to start pulling things out. So I've been kind of on a mission the last few months. I started with cleaning out a lot of my whips. I got rid of a few of them. I gave some away. I've been doing a de-stash, which is going really well. I think I might do like phase 2 and try to get rid of even more at some point. But I'm making a dent in letting go of some things, streamlining others, keeping them very organized in this room, because over the years, I'm sure a lot of you can relate. If you have a crafty space, if you have a lot of things that you like to do, you start collecting a lot. So between beading, sewing, even just the supplies for bag making, like the number of zippers I have and the fusings and the linings, then all of the stationery stuff on this side and books up here, more fabrics, more yarn. It gets to be a lot. And I feel like I'm in the season of not getting rid of everything, but really streamlining so that everything is just accessible and comfortable to sit down with. You don't have to pull out 5 bins just to find something. So I was kind of excited. I do love setting up a new bag and a new pouch. I'm all about that. Oh, maybe I should put one of my little, let's see. I have these little pouches that I added to the shop recently. Let's see, maybe one of these I could clip on here as well. I think that would be cute. Maybe I'll do that. I even have this cute little Chelsea Luxe Advent keychain that I love from 2019. I'm obsessed with it. How cute is that sweater? So I'm just gonna decorate my pouch a little more, add a couple more things, and I'll share with you a little peek inside at some of the things that I've collected recently that I feel like I just kind of found randomly, and they all work so beautifully together. I have 1, 2, 3 different sets of like markers or pens that I ordered that all really work nicely together. So I'll share a bit about that. I'm going to set myself up at the ironing board, try to enjoy the last bit of my coffee, put something on my iPad, get through some ironing, and then I will share a little peek at my latest Delfonics pouch. This is a very random update on my new iron. I really love it. I love the heat. I love the steam function. It's really strong and I love the feel of it. I actually love the shape of it. It's just really nice to maneuver. And I've already pressed 3 bags. I'm on my 4th one. And I noticed that they had redesigned it just slightly. Some of the buttons are just positioned differently. The steam and the spray button are very different. You can see here, this is the old one where it's just a press button. And this one is like angled. And I thought it looked really nice and it was working for me. But I noticed I kept getting these little like bursts of water and I thought, oh no, is the iron leaking? So I paid closer attention to what I was doing. And I notice that when I'm ironing, my hand here presses and it sprays water. You can see I just sprayed water there, which is really annoying because it kind of gets in the way unless I'm holding it way down here. So I'm trying to adjust my hand position, but I feel like this is going to be a problem because I can't help but sort of push my hand up a little bit and it's hitting this button here. So that is really annoying. I've never had this issue before, but the buttons have never been like this before. So I'm going to keep using it, see how it is, but I'm not sure if I can live with that. I'll see if I can kind of just train myself to hold it differently. I'm sure I can, but I'm really frustrated because I love this iron and this just worked because when you move your hand around, you don't press those. So I'm going to have to see how this goes. I finished pressing 10 bags and it started to get a little bit better. I'm going to call it for the day there and then tomorrow morning try to get into the studio bright and early so I can tackle the majority of the pile. Once they are all pressed, I hand them over to James and he puts all the tassels on. And then after that, we hand it over to Camden and he packs them each individually. So before I finish up in here for the day, I thought I would share what I keep in my Delfonics pouch and how I've set it up. I really love this pouch because it is so spacious. There are a ton of pockets and you can just keep everything at an arm's reach and not have to worry about missing supplies. So as for decoration, I just have that little pin that I shared earlier. I've got this traveler's notebook paper clip on the front, which is nice if you want to hold papers down. And I've got one of my little mini pouches. I chose the raspberry one. I thought it looked nice with the blue. And I've just popped in a lip balm in there. So I will always have a lip balm close at hand. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Maybe I can't. There we go. And then the little keychain from the Chelsea Luxe Advent 2019. I love this little sweater charm from Katrinkles. On the back, I just have one of these Penco clampy clamps. I love these plastic clamps, and you can see there are tons of pockets. So I've started to put a couple of pens in here. I think I want to put one of my fountain pens in here, so I haven't quite finished that, but I've got one of these, what are these called? Uniball 1 pens, which are the kind of stubby ones. They're super cute. I've got a Coeco, is it a sport fountain pen, I think, which I really like. I have a few of those in different colors. Nothing in this pocket just yet. In here, I have that little watercolor palette that I shared earlier. with some of my favorites. It's from Art Toolkit. And then I just popped in a couple of these cute little cards from E. Francis Paper. I got these from Wonder Pens, which is a really nice shop in downtown Toronto. I've got some stickers here, which is La Dolce Vita in the little tin. And I've got some little bits of washi tape and different things in there as well. That fits nicely in that pocket. I also have this Penco General Notebook. I love the size of this. It is really nice. It's just a little grid notebook. So if I want to jot down ideas or notes, I have a spot to do that. And a little ruler in here. This is a Midori multi-ruler, so you can open it and extend it, which is really nice. I think I'm going to put my little mini printer in here as well. Right now I have it in one of my patchwork pouches, and I don't know, I think it'll fit just in there or maybe in one of the back pockets. As for the back pockets, I haven't really figured out what to put in here just yet. I put in some sticky notes that a friend gave me, and I was starting to gather some loose sticker sheets. These are some of my favorites from Hours Studio. And then I just found this little Hobonichi, I don't know what you call these. I love them. They have the A5 and this is the A6 size. They're just like little file folders, so you can put loose papers or stickers in there. This one is a little bit small, but they will fit. And I just got this in the mail today. I ordered some stickers from Dear Whoever. I'm so excited to finally have these. This shop is from Bronte Plans. I think that's her YouTube channel, and I love watching her videos. I ordered some of the scissors, some of these currently stickers, currently reading, started, finished, favorites, and that is it. I just ordered a few, but I think they're going to be really nice in my journals. I've got this clampy clip, and that's pretty much it back here. I think I'm going to put a whole bunch of the stickers in this larger slot. That will be perfect. But what I'm really excited about is that I finally have a spot for these 3 different sets of markers that I've ordered in the past 2 or 3 months, and I'll share them with you. So there's one. Let's see if I can separate them with one hand. There's something about the colors of these that all just go really nicely together. I thought maybe I dropped one, but no, I'm good. Okay, so I ordered, I think I ordered these from an Etsy shop, and I can't remember if it was from Japan or not. They are mild liner highlighters, but look at these colors. I can't remember the name of this set. If I can find it in my emails, I will put it on the screen, but I feel like they were called Muted something. I just think they're beautiful. I feel like one's missing. I might have a random one somewhere else, but they're really beautiful. Not quite fall colors, but they're like strong muted colors, and I really love them. These are my favorites, like a mustardy color, some turquoise, but like a faded turquoise, a beautiful like deep lavender, and then a dusty rose. I love them. I really, really enjoy these Zig Clean Color Dot markers. I have quite a few from a pack that I got years and years ago, but they're really strong colors. And the ones that I have are double-ended. And I ordered this, also I can't remember where, I think on another Etsy shop. And they are just one-sided, but I really love them. And what I use these for are for lists, usually in my Hobonichi weeks, and you can kind of make little dots like that and do to-do lists, and then I love checking them off. So these are really functional markers for me, and I preferred these colors over the ones that I currently have. A lot of the ones in the original set that I have are super dark and bright, kind of like primary colors. And you can see here, these are a lot more muted and I think a little bit more sophisticated. And I think they work really well with these mild liners. So I feel like I went on a complete theme here. And at Michael's, I saw this pack of Jelly Roll pens, and I love Jelly Roll pens. And it was this color combination that sucked me in. Again, kind of like sophisticated, strong, but also muted, if that makes sense. Like some of them are a little more saturated, but I just find them really beautiful and sophisticated. I love them. They work so well with all of the other colors that I've been gravitating towards. You can see like this deep mocha brown, like a maroon, this peach, and then this turquoise with those. Oh my gosh. Then there's like a mustard color. These two are also beautiful, and they all go together. So these have been piling up with some of my new things in the last couple of months, and they were kind of everywhere. So having them in these pockets just standing up means that I can see them and use them, and I love it. I have 2 rolls of washi tape in there for the moment. Down at the bottom, I just have some random, let's see what I have here. Random supplies. So I've got a pencil and a mechanical pencil. I do really love the mild liners with the felt tip, like the brush, I should say the brush tip, to do like titles. And I found these two in a pencil box somewhere. They're kind of like my Tombow markers, but I wanted to throw these in to try out. The colors are beautiful. I also really love these. These are the Pentel brush sign pens, and I like using these for like headings or titles. That's just another one of the mild liners. And then I have 2 watercolor brushes that I can just take with me. There's water in there, so if I want to do a little bit with my little watercolor palette, I can just pull those out. And then in these pockets, I have like really functional things. I have a little pair of scissors. I've got some washi tapes in this little gizmo gadget. It's from Mako. A lip balm, of course. There's some sticky notes in here. And then on this side, more functional things. I've got some refills for this little fountain pen here. I've got one of these glue sticks, which I will now be exclusively using on my Tomoe River paper, my Hobonichi. I have an eraser, and I have this little washi tape where I don't know where I got it, but I love it. So that is what is in my Delfonics Utility pouch in the medium size. I still feel like I could put a lot more in there. So I think I might add in my little mini printer, and I kind of want to get a little box at the dollar store, like a clear box. I think they're for photos. And then just keep a couple of my little mini stamps, like these day of the week stamps, and a couple that I like to use quite often. I kind of keep some of them out on my desk here for if I'm filming, I like to put the little camera. If I'm baking, I use the little mixer. There are a couple of others I keep handy that I use very regularly, plus a little mini ink pad. And I think if I had a little box with those bits and pieces, I could fit it right in here. So the next time I'm at the dollar store, I am going to keep my eye out for one. I think it would probably just be like a 5x7 box. And I think my supplies will be complete, and this will be the perfect pouch to take anywhere in the house with me, and I won't need to run back up here and find something that I need. I think I could also fit in, I have this little tin, and I could have additional pieces of PET tape. And I don't know if it's PET tape or PET, but I have lots of these beautiful tapes, and you can cut them and just leave them in a smaller container. So I think I'm going to do that, but this has been my cozy comfort spot for the last few months, where I love to just come and sit down and use my favorite things. I have supplies kind of scattered around in different places, but this is the area where I keep like my most used things. Every once in a while, I will rotate the washi tapes or some of the stickers that I leave out. This tin needs to be cleaned up. I'm in the process of kind of re-inking some of my fountain pens. And this stamp set I actually got in the last few weeks, and it's become one of my absolute favorites. I love the size of them. They are obviously number stamps, and I don't know the brand. And if I can find the name of them, I will pop them up on the screen. And I can't remember where I ordered them from either. There are so many stationery shops that I visit now and then, and I never seem to remember which I get what from, but I bought that recently, so I feel like I can find out what it's called, and I'm pretty sure they are still around. But things like these little days of the week stamps and these little icon kind of stamps and these numbers are things that I use really regularly. And then I rotate in a couple of fun ones. Right now, I'm loving this little cat with yarn and this Have a Good Day stamp. Those are my two favorites at the moment. Oh, and this one. I'm obsessed with her and this style. I just think it's stunning. I know this artist has a lot of other stamps, and I wish I had grabbed another one when I got this, but I didn't, and placing an order for one stamp is kind of a lot. I also love this washi tape. It's one of my favorites. It's from MT, and it's like a measuring tape. So these are all my most used things, but I really like having this pouch. Now I'm going to set it all back up so that I can take it anywhere in the house with me.